Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you, so see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. Hey boys, I'm really loving these latest episodes from you guys. It's so nice to hear you're not going stale after a year of content creation. It takes a lot of work. Or technically we just fall into it. With it being Valentine's Day today, or last week, what are you both treating your lovely ladies to, if you are, or do you not believe in the holiday of love? I know us ladies do love to be spoiled on this day. Well, Jamie was coughing up random stuff out of his lungs.
I was sick as a fucking dog. I actually got sent home from work on Valentine's Day. That was the day I got sent home. So I managed to pick up some flowers and a card on the way back and put it on the side in the water and then just died on the sofa. And
she
then
come home and you had a
got me
message
up
that
and put
said
me up to bed and I slept for like 24 hours straight or something.
Just imagine a note of like, these flowers are you. Can you bring me up some soup?
I felt so bad the next day because I woke up and I was like, oh, fuck. Because I know that she got like steaks in and stuff for us to eat together.
Oh,
Like,
did she?
I was just dead.
Fucking hell. Can you imagine trying to put that down?
I wouldn't be able to eat it, man.
It didn't go off though. Did she freeze it? Or she ate it?
She had one that night and then the next night she had the second one.
Oh, missed out then.
Because they were from the butcher's. I had
really?
a little cut of it, yeah. I had a little cut of it, but I couldn't eat much. I think the next day I had like some fucking lasagna or something, and she had that.
Fucking hell, lasagna. Yeah, because I remember I was going to come home to record on the Wednesday, which was the Valentine's Day, and I said to Sabine about it, and she was like, "Oh, it's okay, go record," because we couldn't do it on the Tuesday. And I got home, and you were like, "Dude, I'm too sick. I'm going back to bed." So I was like, "Okay, we'll do it Thursday then."
Yeah.
And then you were like, "I want to try and record." So I came home again. And Serena's, I'm like, I barely saw her last week at all. And we had to celebrate Valentine's Day on the Saturday. Like, makes me laugh because the last weekend before that, we went around to see her mate, and Sabina was telling her about all the content and stuff we do. And she was like, "How do you find time for all that?" And I was like, "I have a very understanding girlfriend." And then that week was to prove it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Honestly, last week I did not think we'd get anything out. So the fact that we did, I think, is fucking testament to both of our partners. To be honest.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, for sure.
Because obviously after we came off on the Thursday when we recorded, I then had to like try and put it all together before I went to work the next day, and then I come back and fucking ignored it for 2 hours while I was putting it up. So yeah, I think we did well.
So I got Sabina. She collects the Lego roses. No, Lego roses. Lego flowers.
Okay.
So I got. They do a bouquet of roses in Lego.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I got that. So she spent the weekend building that. They're really cool actually. And then and we went to. There's an all-you-can-eat Chinese. In my town, so we went for lunch and filled our stomachs, and then came home and just basically spent the weekend together. It was really good actually. I think last year something happened and we spent Valentine's Day on the weekend as well. So it's come in like a mini tradition of not celebrating on the same day.
It's probably, especially if you go out eating, they take the full blown piss in restaurants and stuff on Valentine's Day.
Oh
So
yeah, there's no
if
way.
you're gonna do it, if you go out, it's best to go out at the weekend.
Yeah, I wouldn't like. You'd have to book fucking weeks in advance, and that's too much preparation for me. I never get that much. But no, it worked out well. like she was really happy and we had a good time. And I think it's a good thing because me and Sabina, we're not like extravagant. We don't need to. I would have loved to like taken her away for a night somewhere,
Hmm.
but it's not needed. You know what I mean? It's just a day to spend more money.
Yeah, we've never really done too much over it because it's actually my nan's anniversary as well on Valentine's Day
Mm,
of when she passed away. So we've never over the years done too much about it. I've always got her a card and like a teddy or something or some flowers or whatever. But we've never really done much other than have a dinner together.
mm. Yeah, I understand people that go like full blown mad,
Mm.
but I don't know. I think you myself like if you do enough normally, like you don't need to have like one day out of the year
I think it's
to do
important
this
to
stuff.
couples that don't have like if they've got kids and shit and they don't spend much time together. I think it's important for them then.
Hmm.
But if you're already doing a lot of socializing together anyway, the one thing I say to Charlotte is because me and Charlotte tend to do a lot of meals and stuff, but we're doing it with other people. I say we do need to make sure we do one together, just me and
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
So
yeah,
then
for
you
sure.
kind of keep that.
Mm. It means being a cook together all the time. You know what I mean? She actually
Mm.
sent me a thing today of like they've made a cookbook now that's a couple's cookbook. So like
Okay,
part of the recipe says you, and
man
then the other
stands in
part of the
corner.
no, yeah, no, yeah. Normally you would do, yeah, but no, this one's specific. So like some of the recipe is for one, and the other one's for the other. So you're working together.
Mm.
So it's quite good. And then there's like a bit that you do together. So I might look into picking that up.
Because I like the air fryers helped me in such a way that now instead of doing like the typical man thing where I was just standing being a support vessel in the fucking kitchen, I now can like throw stuff in the air fryer and sort the air fryer out while she's doing it. I used to make a cup of tea in the middle of it all while she was cooking, and it used to just cause chaos. But that was me trying to be like contributing. Do you know what I mean?
I saw a horrifying video the other day of someone making a cup of tea in an air fryer.
I saw that.
What a
Like,
fucking
why?
yeah. I was going to leave a comment, but all the comments I could think of were just like screaming abuse, and I was like, I'm not going to be that
And
person.
it took them ages to boil the water in it as well.
Yeah, because it's a fucking like it's like putting a cup in the oven.
It's
Like
fucking people are
stupidity.
dickheads, man.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. They've done it obviously for
Reaction.
views. Yeah, because in the fucking air fryer were like old chips and grease.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, because I was looking at the comments and the people were like going, "Yeah, do you want to clean that out next time you put a cup of tea in there and stuff like
What
that?"
is wrong with people, man?
But Americans and Australians put their cups of tea in the fucking microwave. I never understand that either.
Yeah, there's a Sri Lankans and that do as well. We're pretty much the only people that use kettles.
I mean, I'd rather have hot water from the tap than have it in the microwave.
Yeah, but even the hot water from the tap wouldn't be hot enough.
Yeah, I know, and it would be gross because you're not supposed to drink the hot water from the tap. But I'd much rather have that than heated cold water from the microwave.
I just it's just weird. It's like obviously it's something we're not used to. I do wonder how. I remember the kettle broke once when I was a kid, and my mum and dad boiled water on the hob
Yeah, even
and
that
and
you're
turned that
boiling water.
into a cup of tea.
Yeah,
The electric was off as well. Maybe we had a power cut or something, or we were just poor at the time. Something happened anyway. Because I remember thinking this
I
is very milky because we were doing it in the dark.
do you ever do you, oh your dad smokes, didn't he? Did he ever light a cigarette off like the hob?
All the time back in the
I
day.
always remember that. People don't get that now because very rarely do you have like gas hobs now.
My mum and dad still had when they got their kitchen redone, they kept a gas hob because dad was still smoking at the time.
Oh, fucking hell.
So they've still got one. And then every now and then, my mum cleans it and shorts all the electric out because the sparker thing. one, to, one, one time, my brothers come home from playing football or something, and my dad was out at the pub or whatever, they all come home, and Mum's in the garden, just like gardening. And then Kieran and Aaron go upstairs, and they're like trying to turn their TVs on. Nothing's working, yeah. And they come down, and they go, "What's wrong with the house, Mum? There's no electric." And she's like, "Oh yeah, something went wrong when I was trying to clean the hob, so I've just come out here." And I was like, "When did that happen?" 3 hours ago. She's in the garden for 3 hours because she shorted the electric out.
Just hiding from it. Just
Just
like, okay.
out there polishing plants because there's nothing else to do out there.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I have to say though, like when my last house that I rented had a gas hob and it was fucking brilliant. Like you'd boil water in like seconds.
yeah, it's a lot
Electric
easier
hobs.
to sort out.
Electric
I've
hobs are
got an
so shit.
induction, which is I forget when I'm not very good at cooking anyway, but I will. In my old flat, I had a normal electric one,
Mm,
so it took a while for things to boil and stuff like that. On the induction, it's almost fucking instant, yeah. So
mm.
I forget that, so I whack everything up to the top, and then everything burns to fuck. And then Charlotte's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna start a fire!" And then, like the fucking pans fucking smoking. I'm just like, "Oh man!" Every single time she shouts at me, I just stand there
Did
like a
I?
little boy.
Yeah, did I tell you when I burnt one of them hand warmer things?
Hand warmer.
You know, you must get them everywhere, but they're like liquid hand warmers, and you crack them, and then they heat up.
Oh yeah, I remember them from back in the
Yeah,
day.
well,
Yeah.
to because they go when you crack them, they go solid, they go like hard.
Mm.
To get them back to liquid, so you can reuse them, you have to boil them.
All right.
So I was living with my ex in a flat back when I was doing like the gaming YouTube,
Yeah.
and I put it on the hob because it was hers, and I started boiling the water, and I was recording, so I went back to continue playing my game and record, and then all of a sudden this big fucking black cloud comes in front of my face, and then the the alarm starts going off. I turn around, and I'm like, shit! All the water's boiled away, and it's just burst, and there's just boiling fucking
Fuck
hand
it, yeah, that was
thing.
close.
And I said to throw it out into the garden, and it was one of those fire alarms that doesn't go off until it's decided to it's done.
Oh man.
And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I got the door open. She's woken up. I'm waving the dark smoke out the door. Oh man, I've never
That's
bought one
fucking
of them
brilliant.
again. Fucking things. That's before I knew that I forgot things. Thanks for your email. Hopefully you had a great Valentine's Day and you got spoiled because that's what we were talking about, Jamie. That's what the email was.
I forgot about that.
That's what people come here for. Um, but it's nice to hear from you. I'm sure we'll hear from you again before next Valentine's Day, hopefully.